Hello students and welcome to the Earth Moving Equipments and Farm Machinery class. Myself Shankho Ghosh, Assistant Professor of Automobile Engineering Department at Dr. Sudhir Chandra Su Degree Engineering College under the JIS group. So students, in the previous classes we started the discussion on the topics of crane. Basically, the topic of crane is taken from the module number 3, and the third module is named as the different other earth moving equipments and the farm machinery. So here in the last class of the crane, we already discussed about the crane's definition. Then we discussed about the history of the crane and the working principle of the crane. In today's class, we started the discussion of the cranes layout and the various kinds of cranes. So students, let's start the today's class. So students, here are the main components, pictures of the main components of the crane. So there are the two types of cranes are showing here. This one is one type of crane, this is another types of crane. Here in this crane, this one is the outrigger, which is used for the stabilizing the crane. This one is the winding drum or slewing platform. This one is the lattice boom, and this one is the jib. Here is the hook, and this one is the upper savage. Here is the jib guy line. This one is the hosting rope. This one is the jib strut. This one is the jib backstay, and here is the boom point. And here is the host rope, and here is the boom guy line. These are the basic key components of the crane. And here are the another types of cranes are showing here. This one is the hook. Here is the sievage point. Here are the thrusting bearing are placed. These are the wear rope. Here is the trolley with the wheel bearing. This one is the runway rail. This one is the bridge wheel bearing. Here is the bridge gear case. This one is the bridge motor, and this one is the bridge brake, or this one is the girder. Here is the host gear case. This one is the trolley motor. This one is the trolley. This one is the sievage bearing host. This one is the hosting motor. Here is the hosting brake. Here is the trolley brakes are available. Here is the trolley gear case, and this one is the trolley wheel bearing. So these are the another crane's main components. Now coming to the another pictures of the crane. This is basically the mobile crane with some telescopic crane. This one is the carrier. Here is the outrigger float. This one is the outrigger. Here is the counterweight. This one is the boom hinged pin. Here is the operator's cabin. This one is the boom host or lifting the cylinder. This one is the base or main section of the boom. This one is the fourth, third, second, and the first telescopic section. Here is the fifth telescopic section, which is extended. This one is the main boom head. Here is the main boom tip sievage. This one is the main load line, and here is the load block. This is the another pictures of the crane's components. Now coming to the types of crane. There are 9 types of cranes are available. Those are tower crane, mobile crane, telescopic crane, static crane, giant cantilever crane, gantry crane, level looping crane, crawler crane, and aerial crane or the flying crane. So student, let's start the discussion on the tower crane. So the tower crane is a form of balance crane. The tower crane is the form of balance crane which is commonly used on the urban construction sites. This machine is anchored. This machine is anchored to the ground and it provides an optimum blend of height and lifting capability which is often deployed to the Eric multi-story city building. So this machine is basically anchored to the ground and provides the optimum blend of height and the lifting. It is a blend of optimum blend of height and lifting capability. It is often deployed to erect the multi-story city building. Two horizontal arms. Two horizontal arms just jut from a central tower, with one used for the suspended the heavy load to be lifted and the other fitted with the heavy concrete block as a counterweight. Student, here you can see in this picture, this one is the stands and here is the one and here is the two. These are the two horizontal arms are fitted with the central arm tower. This longest arms are basically used. The longest arm are basically used to lifting the heavy loads, and the second or the other horizontal arm are basically used as a counterpart with some cement concrete block attached here. So the tower crane is controlled. So these kinds of tower crane is controlled by a driver who either sit high above in a small cabin. A tower crane is currently controlled by a driver who either sits high above in a small cabin which is located at the top of the tower, or else it use a remote control system to operate his mechanism or to operate his machine from the ground. So basically these types of tower crane are used two types of operating techniques. First one is operating technique provided by the operators who is seated in his cabin, which is that cabin is fitted at the top of the tower. This is the one way, and another way is to control the crane with a remote control system. So here is the pictures of a tower crane. Now coming to the next slide. Now coming to the next types of crane. This is called the mobile crane. Basically the mobile cranes are commonly mounted on a wheeled vehicle, but the cranes used for railway work are adapted to travel, and these are adapted to travel on a rail track, and the various floating cranes can be attached and various kinds of cranes, various floating crane can be attached to purchase when it is used for the construction sites, when it is used in the construction site work on the bridge and the waterways. Many types of crane are mobile. The many types of cranes are mobile, including the mobile tower crane. The different types of crane serve a temporary purpose, and a mobile crane may be little more than a robust steel boom fitted to the transportable platform. And the lifting arm is typically hinged to allow it to be a hoist and lowered as the required. So this is usually achieved by a cable system to the hydraulic mechanism, and the whole mobile structure can be fitted with the outriggers to provide further stability during the on-site operation. This one is the mobile cranes pictures. Here is the vehicle with some mobility function. Here is the driver's cabin to transport or to drive this mobile crane, and here is the operator's cabin who operate the crane, and this one is the boom with some extended portions are fitted here. So with the help of this, it can lift it at any kinds of angle. So these are the basics of the mobile crane. So after knowing the mobile crane, now coming to the next types of crane. The next type of cranes are known as the telescopic crane. It driven by a hydraulic mechanism. This telescopic crane is basically driven by a hydraulic mechanism. A telescopic crane features a set of concentric tubular steel boom, concentric tubular steel boom, which can be easily extended, and retracted to alert the operational height of the crane, and it usually mobile. And these adaptable cranes are compact unit with the platform effectively where the space is at a premium. The telescopic cranes are widely used, including by the rescue services, and to perform tasks such as the launching and retrieving boats at the water sites. So here is the pictures of a telescopic crane. Here this one is the steel tubular types booms which can be extended and retracted and during its operation purposes. So it can be basically used for the lifting some machines, and besides this it also used for the rescue services. After knowing the telescopic crane, now coming to the static crane. The static, the word refers to the requirement that can crane that the crane is installed in a certain place rather than transported it by itself. So basically the static cranes are basically used in the workshops it may be used in a in any kinds of workshop. It can be used in automobile workshop, electric workshop, mechanical workshop, um, mechatronic workshop, in anywhere it can be usable. This is the stark difference in between the static crane and the mobile crane. Here the term the static cranes encompasses the different types of crane, including the tower crane that are used to construct the tall building, self-erecting crane which have a small footprint and are preferred for a project in the city, and the telescopic crane that are compact are the frequently employed for a short-term construction job. So this is a basic picture of the static crane. As we are being an automobile engineer, we can find out these types of crane is used in the workshop for the purpose of lifting the engine from a vehicle. So this is the basic picture of the static crane. After knowing about the static crane, the next type of crane is called the giant cantilever crane. This is also known as the hammerhead crane. This is basically German design crane, and it features are a strong, a steel bracket central tower onto which is fitted a mighty double cantilever beam, and the forward section of this arm houses the lifting machinery, while the rear section contains a substantial counterbalancing weight. The lifting and then transferring loads via a rotational movement of the whole cantilever cross beam is the primary function of these types of crane. However, some later model also incorporate a mechanism to move and reposition the suspended load along the front arm and adding to the versatility of the machine. So these are the giant cantilever beam are basically designed by the German engineer, and this is basically used as a strong and steel bracket central tower double acted cantilever beam. This is basically used for the lifting the heavy loaded machinery with the rear section, which is contained with the substantial counterbalancing weight. Here in this picture you can find out that this one is a strong steel bracket central towered giant cantilever beam. From these sides of the cranes are used to carry the heavy loaded material, and here is the counterweights are fitted. Basically these types of cantilever can be find out in the port area to lifting the heavy trailer from the ships. Now coming to the next kinds of crane, that is called the gantry crane. This is basically using a hoister installed in a fixed machinery housing, or it otherwise able to slide along a rail framework. These cranes employ a strong overhead gantry to lift and maneuver the extremely heavy industrial loads. The gantry crane and other so called as it is a overhead crane, which is also carry the suspended loads in a similar fashion, and they are widely used in the factories and the shipyards, and also used in the similar commercial locations where their robust qualities make them essential equipment. So here you can in this picture, this one is the rails or rail framework are there, which is used to carry the load, huge load, and then it's shifted from one place to the another place. So this is then is called the gantry crane. After knowing about the gantry crane, next one is the level looping crane. The crane is features a special mechanism in which the crane hook is designed. The crane hook is designed to stay at a constant level. So as a result, up and down movements of the jib arm. As a result, up and down movements of the jib arm will only move the hook towards or away from the base of the crane. The advantage of this type of movement is that the crane can be set to operate at a fixed level and relative to the ground, where such action is necessary to handle the load material with the precision. Often it required during the ship building. Often it required the ship building. So here is the picture of the level looping crane. This one is also used in the port section of the shipyard to carry the trailer in a easy way. So this one is the level looping crane. Next one is the crawler crane. Thus, this is a special types of mobile crane which is fitted with the caterpillar track, and the crawler crane can be used on the soft and boggy ground where wheeled vehicle would be unable to operate. So these types of crane is generally very stable because its broad base and the tracking spreads the weight over a wide area. Thus, the sturdy machines are useful on the construction sites during the initial phase of building projects, where there are ability to move the heavy load over the area of soft soil in a particular assets. So this one is the crawler crane. Here is the collar units are attached in the lower portion. Here is the cab room or operator's room. Here is the hooks as a boom, and this is the rows are fitted here. So these are the crawler crane. After the crawler crane, there are the another kinds of crane are also available in this world, which is called as the aerial crane or the flying crane. The aerial cranes offer probably the greatest range of any crane type. Being a part of an aircraft, the aerial cranes are attached. The aerial cranes are attached to a helicopter with the lifting mechanism, which is commonly used for lifting the containers, temporary and prefabricated building and timber in the logging industry. This is used for the lifting operations completed using an aerial crane, or sometimes it is referred to as a long line, as the load is attached to the crane by a single long line. So this is the another types of the aerial crane and the flying crane. So students, here in this section we study about the main components of the crane, and then we can classify the crane. So after study about the crane, we can find out that the cranes are basically used to lift the heavy material in an easy way, and besides this lifting the material, besides the lifting the material, the crane is also used in a rescue operations. So these are the basic things of a crane. So from the next class, students, we will discuss on a another topic. So till then, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you so much, students.